everybody, my name is Nate and I'm back with yet another wonderful video, but I honestly think this one is going to be just as good or even better as all my others. Now, real quick before I get started talking about what I would like to talk about, I'd like to give a huge shout out to Fallen22001. He created my YouTube background and is currently working on a YouTube intro for me. So hats off to him. I will leave a link in the description to his channel. He does a lot of cool edits on his channel and he has some form of capture card. I'm not sure what the name is though, but it is still a capture card. So guys, without further ado, let's do further into the topic at hand. Now, today, what I wanted to talk about was the entire backstory to Mob of the Dead. And, this fascinated me, because you guys, see, everyone thought, and this is what they advertised, Duriz was the beginning of the entire zombie project. But no, they were wrong. It's Alcatraz! And I think that's just so amazing, because, you see, this finally actually clarifies the problem with the zombies' eyes, and like it's not yellow, it's not blue, so it's not controlled by Samantha or Richtofen. These zombies are actually, I believe, still under some control of the warden. Maybe I'm wrong, but they actually, if it's not the warden, they have actually no controller or no person that controls them. So, I'm going to actually read you guys an article which I found on the interwebs. I'm going to give you guys a link to it, so that way you guys can check it out and read a bit further than I do. So, without further ado, let's read the article! So, let's get ready for story time. Sometime in 1929, Arthur Arlington created a conception of how to bring the executed prisoners from the electric chairs back to life by fusing an element... Okay, I'm going to read normal now. By fusing an element with a mixture. He showed it to the warden of Alcatraz prison, who was already being paid by Dr. Maxis to create a formula for such zombies. The warden was paid for the formula of creating zombies after experimenting and demonstrating how it works, and then moving on to control the prison. But the element drove the warden mad. He created schemes, schematics, and all other things to create a zombie army to defend the prison. The warden ended up in failure, as all mad scientists do, and the prison was shut into lockdown mode, and the entire San Francisco city was evacuated. Sometime after 1929, but before 1932, Arthur Arlington led an uprising to support the zombies. He had ways to transform his followers into doing such. Before 1932, he was captured by whatever guards were left of the Alcatraz prison and was put back into the prison, where only a few prisoners remained. So basically, everyone was dead, but a few prisoners and a couple guards. In 1932, Arlington's followers planned to assault the prison using zombies, but Arlington learned of this scheme and talked amongst his former friends to create an escape plan for himself and himself alone. Reluctant to know, his followers failed to contain their new zombie army and quickly assaulted what was left of the small human sector of this prison. This made his escape difficult, and his plane was unable to leave the city and crashed into the Golden Gate Bridge. On the bridge, his colleagues discovered that he ran such events, and eventually Arlington turned on his former friends, but his friends did manage to kill him, ending the first 3 creations of the zombies. And that's basically everything that we have about Alcatraz up to right now. We'll probably get more info in the future, but I'm about to give you just what happened immediately after it. This is just the remainder, or just a small piece of the article that I'm going to read to you guys. It's just the remainder of it, but remember, all this that I'm about to start reading took place after the Alcatraz incident. So, after 1932, Ludwig Maxis, okay, I'm just going to call him Dr. Maxis, had heard of the events and discovered that if the prisoners were able to build an army, yet did not control it, he could change this. Dr. Maxis and his scientist team, Group 935, were tasked with creating an army of super soldiers and new technology for his government project, Christian Duriz. The Giant. In his experiments, Maxis used element 115 to duplicate the zombies. However, the zombies could not be controlled and were always killed upon going berserk. So, basically what I just read to you guys was the beginning of the Duriz project. Now, this is Duriz took place just before the Hellhounds, but during the time he played on it, the Hellhounds were active. So, one thing I would like to mention, all this in Alcatraz takes place before the Hellhound incident, or Fluffy, which was Samantha's dog's name, which turned out to be a Hellhound, which turned into a Hellhound, but you can still see a little Hellhound barking on a wall. So I'm beginning to suspect time travel, Or not, maybe. I don't know. I'm stupid, and I like making up weird, funny theories. Well, anyway, guys, my time limit is up. I gotta go. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Bye-bye.